Oh, yeah, trout. Oh, look at that. Oh, my God, what is it? A little brown? I can't even tell. What is that?
Yeah, brown trout.
Is it a brown? Yeah, it's a brown trout. Guys, check that out. Got him on a spoon. Well, he was not coming off. Good thing I brought. Hopefully, I got some pliers in here. Yep, got some pliers.
Let me swallow that.
See if we can get this guy unhooked without doing too much damage to him. Let's see here. There we go. Alright, a little bloody. We're going to get him back down. He'll go back. There he goes. Get down the hole. There he goes. He took off. Alright, guys. Pretty cool. Oh, lights on. Let me see that. Alright, guys. Well, welcome back. First fish of the morning here. We're trying a new lake today. Eric and I have both fished this lake during the summertime and have done well. Just kind of hanging out with our families, in the summer, at summer cottages and stuff like that. But in the wintertime, oh, Eric, there's a nice fish down there. You can see this fish. Oh, shit, Eric, get down there. Get down there. There goes Eric. Anyway, we'll keep talking. Oh, it's right. Oh, that's your jig.
That's me.
All right. Maybe he'll come around. Anyway, we've both done good here in the summertime, just kind of hanging out with family, just fishing around docks and stuff, catching trout and walleye and stuff like that. And so we were like, well, man, why does nobody fish it in the wintertime? So we came over to the boat ramp and the gate was open and there was tire tracks down to the water. And this lake gets drained. It's about 40 feet down. And if you look on Navionics, we're sitting in where is usually 63 feet of water, and we are actually in 20. So pretty interesting. The drag is miserable. Absolute misery. There's about a half a foot of snow that loves to absolutely stick right to the bottom of the shanty, and Dad's actually calling me right now, but it made for a brutal drag. But we're just gonna poke around. We got all day. Eric brought us some sausages. I got chips and drinks, and so we're just gonna kind of make a day out of it and fish hard and see what we can do. But total learning experience. There's one other hut behind us, and we were just getting ready to kind of be like, should we start, kind of packing up, getting ready to move, maybe try deeper water, and all of a sudden a fish came in and wanted to eat. So we've probably seen, 10 fish or so kind of dart around and cruise around, and we think they're all trout, which is fine. I'll catch trout all day long, but it seems like they're a little picky, but we'll figure them out. Got a bucket of minnows and a bunch of wax worms and spikes, so we'll figure it out. But that one just bit that spoon right there with a full minnow on it, so I missed him the first time and he came back and crushed it the second time. So alright, I'm gonna get baited back up here and get back down and see what we can do. Alright guys, so you can see the live scope sitting there, and that's a big play because we saw a fish. I caught that brown right up in there in the very, very tippy top of the water column. But anyway, just using a buckshot spoon here and a full minnow. And it didn't seem like it mattered if it was dead or alive, but literally just hooking them sloppy. And, just jigging it. And you can see just like that. We'll get that down the hole. Alright. Send that down. You can see Zumba's already down there. Send that down. There goes my jig. Right through there. And what happens is we've had some fish come in right along the bottom, right where we're jigging, right through here. And then all of a sudden we'll see one way up there, and we'll burn up to it. And that fish finally was one that wanted to play. And I actually missed it once, and it came back and crushed it again. So, all right, number one, skunk is out of the shanty. I'll hopefully get Eric on one. See what we can do. It's on you. You ready? Let's come right up to you. Oh, he's gonna bite. He's gonna bite. Dude, that's a nice fish. Oh my God, guys, look at that. I missed him. Dude, he hit too. Oh my God, that was crazy, guys. There was a second fish there for just a split. All right, guys, that was probably some of the best action we've had all morning. to be honest with you. Eric made a change over to wax worms, and I'm not sure. Maybe I'm drawing them in with the spoon, and then they see the wax worms with on Eric's jig there, and they just come over. It seems like in clobber. It's just a matter of hooking them. Oh, there's another fish off in the distance there. So we'll keep working them. I know they get much bigger in here. That fish is still on the bottom. I know they get much bigger in here. And there's definitely walleyes. Oh, there's a fish up top. I'm going to stay down low. See if I can get whatever this is. Oh, come on, buddy. Here.
Oh, he bit. Oh my god.
Dude, like that was a big fish.
There's 2 of them down there.
Got him. Got him.
Let's go.
Got him.
Let's go.
This feels like a nicer fish.
Does it?
Oh, yeah. Walleye.
God,
Walleye. Dude, a walleye. Oh, my God. God, pop your window open.
Sure.
Holy smokes. Guy's a freaking walleye.
What?
Dude, he freaking swallowed it. Ow.
Dude.
Ow. So that's what's on the bottom, Eric. It's walleyes. And there's a couple of them down there. We'll try to... Whoop, 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 whoop. Guys, this spoon...
That was a
Oop, there we
surprise.
go. It was down his throat.
Let's see spoon.
Look at this. On that same buckshot with a minnow on it. And it just came cruising along the bottom. I mean, that's not a big fish, but it's no slouch. I know they get much bigger. Look at him right back down. Oh, there he goes. See ya. Holy smokes. All right, I'll take that. You can keep fishing. Guys, walleye. Holy smokes. So that's definitely the second walleye we've seen. We had another one come through, and it really seemed to not care at all. But I saw another mark down there, and I was like, all right. I was like, well, I'll let Eric go up to the top and try to catch that, and then I'll stay on the bottom. And it just came over and it clobbered it. That was awesome. I know they get much bigger in this lake. Not crazy, but I know they get into like the 20 inches. That was probably about a 16-inch walleye, but that's awesome. We have never been here before. We're totally fishing blind. Just looking at navionics and, you know, kind of just taking some general knowledge of what we know from the summertime. Me and Eric have fished this before we even knew each other for years. Before we even met, both of our families would come down to summer cottages down here. And so we kind of have a general idea of how, you know, the fish act and what's in here and what they like. So at least we had that on our side. But as far as spots, it's like a different world because there's 40... Oh, nice. Big mark. You can see him shooting off to the side there, guys. Oh. And so, you know, we're just kind of bouncing around and learning. We stopped at one spot first thing this morning, and we just didn't really love it. Oh, man, I got to get down there. Look at the fish right on the bottom. All right, well, we'll finish up this interview, guys, because there's probably another walleye down there. But, yeah, we're totally blind. We stopped at one spot, and it was like 12 feet of water, and it gave us an idea. 12 feet of water in the summertime is 50 feet deep. And so we were like, shoot, we got to get into the 60s. And so we walked another quarter mile down the lake, which was brutal, and found 21 feet of water, and we set up. So we'll keep fishing here. I would assume... Oh, Eric. Nice mark. Look at that, guys. Coming right to you. Oh, my God. Big mark. Yep. He's got him. Oh, that's probably a trout.
Doesn't feel too bad.
Dude, he's taking drag. Holy smokes, guys. What do you got? Oh, a walleye. Oh, my God. A walleye on a wax worm. Holy smokes. Oh, my God. Look at the big fish down there.
Oh, my God, I gotta get...
Holy smokes, guys. Let's see if we can double up here. Guys.
Not bad.
Walleye on a wax worm.
Smaller, but
Hey, we know they come bigger. It's just a matter of finding them. I wonder if a school of fish came through.
Spot. Yeah, that's perfect.
Oh, that's a beautiful walleye.
Nice.
That's awesome. Get him back. Wow. That's awesome. Eric, give me some.
Oh,
Nice.
wow, that's a shocker.
We have done a thing today. Holy smokes, guys. All right, well, I've done enough talking for now. We're gonna get fishing while we still got, low light. It's about 8:30. We were really thinking about kind of getting ready to move, maybe out deeper or even try shallower. But I think we're locked in for now. So, all right, let's keep going. Oh, it's going to you. Gotta get ready. Whoa, dude, look at that. That's another big one to the left. Those are big.
That's a big mark.
Holy smokes. Guys, that was two big fish. I would assume trout,
yeah.
Screaming off the bottom like that. That's what was happening to us earlier. These big marks would come through and they literally would not care at all. And they would just swim by. Wow, that was a big fish. Wow, they're still around. It's just a matter of time before you get one that loves a big minnow or a waxworm. We'll see. That was crazy. Alright, so you can see it. Got a fish working towards us. Eric's on the right, I'm on the left. It's going right to him. We gotta be kind of quiet because this fish is only 10 feet under the ice. Oh, going right to him. Oh, it's gotta be all over here. Anything? Oh, it's all over you. Ooh, maybe not. Maybe he wants the minnow. It's definitely not a big fish. It's about the size of Eric's jig, maybe a little bigger. Oh. Okay, maybe you had friends. Whoa, look at that. Eric's jig is pretty much in all of that. Wow, that's pretty crazy.
Perch, maybe?
Maybe perch, maybe crappie?
Yeah.
Or bluegill even? Interesting. You can see some off to the left too. Well, that's kind of been what's going on here for the last, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. The screen has definitely slowed way down, and I was saying we might have been in between, like the feeding lane and where they're going to rest for the rest of the day. So we might have to put the move on and try to head to deeper water, try to get to like 30 feet. But it's tough. The drag is really hard, so I might run back to the truck and grab my Smitty sled to throw this sled up on top of, because it about killed us. And if we're gonna move about a half mile away from the truck to some deeper water and stuff like that. So we'll keep you guys posted. We've definitely seen some action since that last flurry, but it has also most definitely slowed down a bunch. So all right, we'll keep trying. All right, guys. Well, let's see here. It is about 9:15, and I'm gonna run back, grab the parts for the Smitty sled, so we can put this big sled up on skis. See how the drag is. We want to try to get out to like 35, 40 feet. For the daytime bite. It's definitely died right down in here in 20 feet. So we gotta go about 2/10 of a mile to get out to that deeper water. So we'll see how the drag is, and we'll keep you guys posted on what's going on. But we're on the hunt to find these fish again, see where they went. Obviously, early morning and in the dark, they're up in these shallow contours feeding. But in the daytime, I'm sure they retreat back into some deeper water. Just depends on how deep. This lake gets pretty deep. 100 plus feet, so they could really be anywhere. So we'll see what happens. So all right, let's do it. Nice walleye.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
And another mark down there too.
Try, here, I'll take the camera. Try to catch him. Reel up to him. Guys, on the rattle bait, holy smokes. Freaking came up and absolutely clobbered it. That's probably almost a keeper right there. Guys, talk about absolutely inhaled it. Holy smokes. That is not a small bait and a pretty nice walleye. I know they come much bigger in this lake, but hey, that's a start right there. Let's see if I can get him unhooked. Come on, buddy. Alright, I mean, it's not breaking records, but walleyes through the ice in New York, can't beat it. Alright, get him back down the hole. There he goes. Alright, guys, let me show you real quick what I caught him on. Here, I'll grab that from you. So I switched over. I was using that spoon earlier, and oh, there's a fish up high, Eric. You see that one? I was fishing that spoon, and we had a nice mark, bigger than that mark, come in and just stare at it. And I was like, I don't know. And what we're starting to realize is when we were in closer, there was about, I don't know, 10 feet of viz. And now that we're out here, there's only probably 3 or 4. And so I was like, well, I think we got to put something on that they can maybe hear. A little vibration, a little noise, something a little brighter. And so, you know, this rattle bait, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's got rattles inside of it. And it's like a rattle trap, you know, it vibrates and stuff. That was the first fish that came in, and it was a nice walleye, and it clobbered it. So, what the heck? We just made a big move. You know, we were in 20 feet of water this morning, and now we're out in 50. And we've had some pretty fast action here in the first 15 minutes or so. So we're going to keep at it, keep rotating through baits. Apparently we have some sausages in the cooler we got to cook up for lunch, so that'd be good. And we're just going to make probably the afternoon out of this, and then if it never slows down, we'll just stay right here and keep pounding away. So yeah, we're gonna get back to it. I literally
Get that thing in there.
I dropped it down the hole and it freaking clobbered it. Holy smokes, guys, this is like an 18-inch rainbow. Oh my god, guys, look at the bait. Crushed it. Absolutely crushed it. That was crazy. I'm like, hold on a second. I'm like, where did my bait go? And all of a sudden this mark showed up, and I was like, oh my god. Guys, it's like a 20-incher. That's a nice fish. Super skinny, but quality fish. There he goes. Guys, same bait. Literally, hooked the minnow on the back treble hook and dropped it down, looked over at the live scope, and 5 feet down there was a mark. And I was like, oh shoot, my bait isn't going down. So I cranked down and it was on. Like, what the heck? Alright, well, I guess we'll keep doing that. There's that bait again. Just like a little rattle trap looking thing.
That was sweet.
Alright, we've seen some big fish, like some big marks that haven't bit, so hopefully one of those guys wants to devour this thing. Or a Zumbo over there. Alright, let's do it. Alright, Eric is looking at the selection here of options. I just started to poke some fish. Eric's like, I gotta change up something. Something's not right. He was using a little tungsten jig and it was working inside in that 20 foot of water area, but it seems like out here. Yeah. Do it.
Liking the bright colors.
Liking the bright colors, he says. We've had some really big marks come in, kind of give a quick look and then veer off. So hopefully at some point one of these decides to kind of commit to a bait or something like that. So we'll see. Oh geez, it didn't look nice. Oh, I think it's gone. That was crazy, guys. So something to kind of keep in mind here, you know, we're in 55 feet of water and we are zoomed in to the top 35 feet, and all those last couple fish have come in the top 20 feet of the water column, right under the ice. And that trout literally bit 5 feet down. Like, it was crazy. My bait went down, I saw the fish, and it already had it in its mouth. So the live scope in here seems to be absolutely crucial. I got it in down mode, and you can see You know, right now I have it zoomed in, so I'm 25 feet down over 55. And then if we just zoom in again, now I'm looking 20 feet down. So we'll back that out to about there. And usually you can pick up fish in the cone, and then you kind of zoom in as needed to kind of pick them up a little better. So, all right, we're going to let Zumba keep rigging up here, and hopefully we'll catch another one.
Yeah, really, it just disappeared.
Another one coming in from the left.
Below me.
You can see, guys, we got a couple fish kind of in the area. We had a real big mark come in from the right side here and just kind of veered off. Didn't come close. And I had one fish come in. It was big. It came in from the right side here, and it swooped down, and I mean, it came completely vertical on my spoon and just stared at it and didn't bite it. I couldn't explain to you why that happened, but it didn't do it.
He's chasing you.
I bet you I have no minnow. Nope, I still got a minnow.
Oh,
I must have stung up.
Oh
my
gosh.
God, what is that? Is that a carp? I mean, that thing's obnoxiously huge. Or is that a freaking... Or is that a 25-inch walleye? I don't know if you guys saw that mark. It was massive. We've had that happen a couple times where it's just an absolutely gigantic mark and it just cruises along. And like it's right with the fish that we usually get to bite. And then it just tapers back down or tapers off. I don't know. We'll keep working them. Eric brought some sausages to grill up. Oh, geez. See if this guy wants to go. You see him coming over. And the cool thing about this spot is we're getting some pretty consistent action, at least. We've only maybe sat here for, I don't know, 15 minutes without some fish coming through, and it seems like when they do come through, there's a lot of them that come through. So we'll just keep working hard right here. Keep working hard right here, and hopefully we can get some to keep going again. It's a little tough. I mean, it's 11:15. It's the middle of the day, but maybe as it starts to get a little bit lower light, a little bit more towards the afternoon, these fish start to really bite.
Oh, walleye.
Keep fishing hard.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Another one, a little bit smaller than the other ones. But man, when, oh my God, look at the screen. When they want
It's a darker
guys,
one too than the other one.
yeah. When they want it, they freaking just come up and absolutely obliterate it. Like all of a sudden, this fish just kind of came out of nowhere, and you know they're swimming fast when literally the screen they haven't gotten to the bait yet, and you already feel the tap. I mean that's no slouch, but yeah. I'll take them. Any walleye through the ice, I'm happy with. Yeah. See you later, buddy. Another one.
Nice.
On that rattle bait. Pretty cool. All right, keep doing it. There you go, minnow and a jig head. Get it down. There's fish down there. Oh, literally just as he starts to go down, guys. Oh, no, it's still down there. You can see that little dot down there. I don't think it's a big fish, but definitely a fish. We saw some bigger marks when we first got here. And we're kind of hoping that once it gets kind of later in the day, it's middle of the day, it's just about noon. So obviously the bigger fish are going to be pretty shy. But doesn't mean there's not a chance. But we'll keep poking away at these smaller guys, 10 to 15 inches. they're fun and they bite hard. So, all right. Dude, that was a
doing it.
little excessive. He needs to fight. Oh my god. All right, let's try this again. Brown this time. Oh yeah,
Red
check
again.
that out. That's awesome. Man, when these trout come in and they want a bait, they freaking clobber it. Like, there is no questions asked. Does he have a hook in his belly? Oh, no. Oh, yeah, there was something rough. Alright, going back.
There he goes.
So those are stocked trout. They stock trout in here, and they hold over, and they get big. Like, we haven't really seen a good example of a big trout out of here yet. Back when I was a kid, I mean, we used to catch them, 20 plus inches, and they were solid. But that was also 10 years ago. A lot obviously has changed, or maybe not so much, but maybe through the ice it's just a little different. So, we're still looking to see if we can kind of get on a big walleye or a big trout. We've caught pretty good numbers now at this point. Just a matter of getting some quality. So all we're doing here, just letting this down, watching the live scope, and start to just watch it go down. And keep in mind, we're at about 52 feet of water. And all of these walleye and trout that we've caught have been in the top 25 feet of the water column. And so now my bait's down there. You can see it about halfway through the screen there. And we're just going to rip it. Rip it until we see one come in on the live scope. And they come in from the left and right usually. Like you can see from the right there. There's a whole bunch of fish coming our way. So I'm going to reel up right now. Now you can see my bait. And that fish, we're actually going to zoom in a little bit. There he comes. There he is right there. That looks like a pretty nice fish, actually. Here comes Eric. That's a really big fish. That might be one of those carp again. So we think that those are carp, guys, because they're like 5 feet long. And then it seems like they kind of get close to the bait and they literally pull a U-turn. But pretty crucial tool with the live scope for sure, guys. It's really paying itself today. These fish on a regular transducer, you wouldn't see them, and you wouldn't be able to zoom in real close and like see the fish interact with your bait, especially with how deep it is. You'd be able to do it on a flasher unit or on the Garmin, but still it'd be a very small cone, so it'd be very hard to see them. Whereas instead of a cone, this is actually I can't think of the word of it now. But you guys know what I mean. It's not a cone transducer. It's actually shooting down to the bottom. So, yeah.
Oh, over ya. Oh my god.
All right, everybody. Here we go. All right. Maybe a little cleaning of the hand. All right, what do we got here? We got some sausages. What are these? Cheese and jalapeno?
I believe so, yes.
I believe so. Chances of a wiener going down the ice fishing hole, I give it probably an 8 out of 10. Good chance. But from what I hear, pike love hot dogs. So maybe we'll have a chance at a pike. All right, here we go. What do you want, 2?
Sure. Oh, yeah, look at that.
And then I guess we'll turn her up a bit. We'll have to keep an eye on the plastic spoon. That is definitely in the line of fire.
That's
But
alright.
I think we're cooking. If a fish decides it wants to bite, it's going to be a real rodeo. Whether you want the fish more or the hot dog more. Yeah, what do we got here? Let's see here. Cheddar smoked sausage. Ooh, that looks good. Nothing better than some smoked sausage on the ice.
Nice.
But it's about 12:45, and so it's lunchtime. And I missed off camera because it happened so fast. I couldn't even grab the camera. Holy smokes. I couldn't even grab the camera, but huge fish, kind of like this mark right here, came in and absolutely devoured my bait, and my drag was too loose.
Oh god, the hot dogs are going down the hole.
Hot dogs are going down.
Oh god, he's all over it.
Oh, or not. Maybe that was one of those carp. Got some other fish coming in from the left. Anyway, we'll finish our update here. You know, we're just out in the middle of the lake. You know, pretty much almost to the deepest water in the lake. And so, I better turn that down a little bit. You know, these fish have pretty much pulled off their feeding flats and have moved out here. And it's crazy. All of our fish have come in the top 25 feet of the water column. So, alright, I'm going to grab these before they light the whole shack on fire. I'm going to slide them back a little bit.
Yeah, I was going to say something. Alright. Like nothing.
Eric said you can't have a sausage without a toasted bun, so he's going for it. I told him it's past the weight capacity. You can tell we had a bit of a bottle issue. That is our grill support system. It kind of blew up, but it's okay. It's still working. We turned the heat down a little bit. High was definitely too much for the bottle, but it's okay. They're popping open right now, and Eric's toasting his bun. So that's good. And yeah, we're doing pretty good so far. I don't really like when they pop open and they spray the flame. But alright, we'll come back when we're going for a taste test. Give it a taste.
Is that fish? There you go.
Oh
That's
man.
all you.
Oh man. Okay, I get to go first. Here we go. Toasted bun. Here we go. Mm-hmm.
Is it done? Is it done?
It's done.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't say it's a hot center,
Whoa.
but it's definitely a nice warm center. So, alright, I'm gonna enjoy this. And alright, Eric, finally on the dead stick, locked up. That seems like a nicer fish. Walleye, nice one. Ooh, oh, not as big as we thought.
Not the hot dogs.
Not the hot dogs. Don't get the hot dogs wet, dude. Look at this blade bait. What the heck? Freaking clobbered or just a plain blade bait just sitting there.
With a
I
minnow.
don't understand it. With a minnow? You had a minnow on there?
Yeah, no.
Holy
Let me go
smokes.
get back in my hut.
Oh my god, there's another one down there. Let's see if I can drop down no minnow. And get bit, guys. Here we go, going down. Zoom out a little bit. Guys, a little flurry of activity. We're trying to eat some hot dogs, talking to Tyler. And all of a sudden there was fish all over the screen. I'm yelling at Eric. I'm like, dude, you're dead stick, you're dead stick. I was unhooking a small walleye that I didn't have a chance to get the camera on. And it was just staring at Eric's blade bait. And it freaking crushed it. Alright, cool. Wow, that was pretty sweet. I mean, I caught one. I was trying to take a picture of it for maybe a thumbnail for you guys. And all of a sudden this fish just noses up on Eric's, and I'm like, dude, you gotta get in here. So he comes running in, jigs it twice. Bam! I don't know if there's something with these blade baits. It seems like they love them. I don't know. Something with some vibration. The water, you know, we keep kind of looking at it. Now we're seeing some fish come out of the hole. It's only about 4 feet of viz, and it's a murky 4 feet, like a very off-colored greenish brown. And maybe they're keying in on that. I'm not sure, but hey, we'll keep fishing hard. We got the rest of the day. We got 2 more hot dogs to eat, and yeah, all right, get a minnow on. So as you can see, I mean, that is a blade bait that we would jig in the gaps in Lake Erie. You know, it's a ½ ounce right there, and Eric was jigging it, and then throw a minnow on there. Show you it hooked that. Oops, leave this open.
Yeah, just
We got a mix of dead ones, mix of live ones.
Through the nose.
But yeah, it doesn't seem like it really matters through the nose. Perfect.
That's all it was.
Nice. Get it down. We got fish down there, it looks like. You can see, guys, like, you know, there's a fish off to the left there, and there's my bait going up and down. And these fish, they just come in from all over. Some of them from below, some of them from above will reel up and hit them. It's pretty crazy. god, it's all over you. Fish on. What did it have?
Trout, I
Whoa, it's feeling a little bigger. It's fighting like a... Ooh. Ooh, nice walleye. Nice, well, nicer, I guess. Not a big one, but...
Oh yeah, they're getting bigger.
They are definitely getting bigger. Dude, little rattle bait. Oh, don't freaking beat that. Where's the players? Uh-oh. Players are gone. Disappearing players.
Oh, they're right here.
Oh, you see them? Ooh, okay, thank you. Oh, and some fishing line to go with it.
Oh, that's nice.
Alright. Get that fella unhooked.
Probably the biggest one. Huh?
Yeah, probably not. Those two this morning were nice. But, I mean, they're pretty out of here, that's for sure. Little white. Alright.
Nice.
Guys, another one. I don't know what there is to it, but they freaking love that thing. With a minnow on it. I don't know.
Okay.
They don't seem like they like anything
Alright
else
guys,
today.
so the camera wasn't on. Eric was desperately running for the camera because I missed a rainbow sight fishing down my hole. So I was reeling up, right, to check to see if I had a minnow, and all of a sudden this huge trout tries to eat it as I'm reeling it out of the hole. Set it back down, set the hook, miss him, right? Set it back down, no minnow, crush him again. Get him out of the hole, right? He's out of the hole, and I put my foot over, and he slips back down that hole. So we're both sitting here dying laughing, just going, what the heck just happened? And then literally, I put a minnow on, put a foot back down. You can probably see my bait down there. There it is, right there. That's how far under the hole I was. Put a minnow back on, drop it back down, jig it 5 times, and it freaking crushes it again. This time, I get it out of the hole, and literally, I get it out of the hole, and it shoots across, and then goes back down that crack.
I'm counting it.
We're counting it. It was landed. It was landed. That was absolute insanity. Alright. I'm gonna jig a foot under the ice for a little while.
Get him! Get him!
Eric's hooked up!
Got one? Whoa.
We've got
Nicer one. Whoa.
Nicer one? Dude, on the rip and wrap.
Biggest walleye there is.
Oh! Oh, grab him, grab him, grab him!
Yeah, he's not the biggest, but he's bigger.
He's like one of the ones we caught this morning, that's for sure.
Walter? Yeah.
Yeah, Walter. Like 5 feet under the ice. Eric, nice fish.
There we go.
Wow. Nice. Alright, get him back. Let him go, let him grow. Oh, jeez. Another big fish right under the ice.
Look at that.
No, it's alright, swimming away.
Oh, is it?
Show him what you got that on. Eric?
I've put out every bait in the
I think he threw the kitchen sink at him at this point, but that's an Oneida Lake killer right there. Just a rip and wrap. That one's made by Moonshine. That's a good one. It works pretty well. It glows really nice. And I've been just sticking with this rattling bait. I've been just sticking with that and have been doing fine. The action has definitely slowed. It's definitely... Oh. Oh. The action has definitely slowed, but all of a sudden we're seeing some fish again. But it's the craziest thing. Somebody will get out of the hut and walk around in circles, and all of a sudden there's fish all over the place, and they bite pretty much every time. So it's about 2:15 right now, and I was just talking with Eric. I think we're gonna pack it up here in about 20 minutes and head in to about 25 or 30 feet of water, shorten the drag back in the dark, and hopefully get on like a feeding flat where maybe some bigger walleyes or trout will start to travel. And we're gonna put the move on. We're gonna head back towards the truck a little ways so that when we're in the dark it's not too bad of a drag, and to try to get on some new fish and maybe some bigger fish that are moving up out of this deep hole to move up into a feeding flat. So we're gonna move, probably try to target 25 to 30 feet of water and see what we can do. So stay tuned. Made it to about halfway back. We're gonna set up in about 18 feet of water. About 100 yards that way is like 40 feet of water, so just a big flat, and there's a big hump right behind us here. So we're hoping as it starts to get darker and darker, these fish start to bite. So we're gonna pop some holes. made the move, drilled some more holes, and we're set back up. We're on the edge of deep water and shallow water. There's a reef that comes up into about 20 feet of water, about 50 yards away from us, and then behind us is that hole that we were just fishing about 200 yards away. So we're hoping, as the night goes on, some fish start to peel out of that deeper water that we were fishing in the middle of the day and start to kind of move up into the shallower water. We're in 31 feet. I feel like ideally would have been like 25, 28, but I think 30 will be good. We're pretty much in the lane to get to the shallow water. So see what happens. We're already marking some fish. Haven't had any come over yet, but it's a good sign.
Wow, this thing's being.
That's a nice fish. Alright guys, working some fish. We've had some fish come in again, really high in the water column. I missed one. Eric had one absolutely attack his jig. He missed it. In the top 12 feet of the water column, which is crazy. We're in 30 feet of water again. And they come shooting through. I think these were probably trout that were missing, but we're just jigging. I got the 28-inch Riversider. Also have the 24-inch with me, but since we got some nice trout in here, I decided to switch over to the 28 and get a little more backbone. And we were in deep water, so get a little more backbone there on the hook set as well. So, alright, we're going to keep working them. It's about 3:40 right now, and we're both sitting here kind of dreading the drag back. Got him. Fish on. Alright. Ooh, nice one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, got him.
Right at the top.
Guys, that's insane. That's probably one of the nicer ones of the day.
Yeah, that's God, nice.
Look at that. That's awesome. So cool. Alright, I'm going to take a couple pictures of this guy quick, and then we're going to back down the hole. But another one on that little crankbait, 2 feet under the ice. So crazy. Literally trying to drop my bait down, and it stopped moving. I'm like, what the heck? And all of a sudden, bam! There it was. Alright, we'll get him back. Mark. Guys, we just had a big mark. It like swiped at Eric's jig and like missed by a mile. There's some fish on the bottom. Going down. Oh. Here it comes. Catch that thing, Eric. So aggressive. I wonder if it's the one that we saw earlier. Wow, that was crazy, guys.
How did they not bite? Good for him.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I don't know. I've never got.
Yeah, a little dead over here. Gosh, nothing too consistent. Oh, really? Surprised you never pull heat in these ones.